right, guys, welcome back for the 8th installment of our League series, which is Perandus. Sadly, Perandus was recently removed, but it was released in 2016 at the beginning of the year. Well, not in the beginning of the year, but like I guess that'd be the end of first quarter. It introduced the Trials of Ascendancy, the Lord's Labyrinth, Ascendancy classes, and enchantments. So overall, a very big update besides just Perandus was involved. It added new utility flask for Basalt, Aquamarine, Stibnite, Sulfur, Silver, and Bismuth. It also changed the indicators for Nemesis and Bloodlines. So now Nemesis monsters have an orange rather than yellow glows, and Bloodline monsters have a purple rather than a blue glow, which makes them just a little more stand outish than they were previously, which was a really big quality of life for most players, especially hardcore players. This is what started the Xana mods, and she was now able to sell maps. So the first iteration of Xana mods, and these are going to look a little different than what you're used to. Onslaught for 2 Chaos, Anarchy for 3 Chaos, Torment and Warbands for 4 Chaos, Beyond for 5 Chaos, Ambush for 8 Chaos, and Nemesis for an Exalted Orb. Now, when this released, the only way to get a Headhunter in the entire game was through Nemesis Xana mod. So it was actually kind of worth the Exalted Orb, even though in today's standards that sounds outrageous. But what you would do is you would actually fill up multiple pages of tabs of leather belts and chance orbs and scours. So you would fill up like 3 or 4 portals worth of just nothing but leather belts, and then the last 2 portals, one would be nothing but chance orbs, and the other would be like half scours, half chances. And essentially what you were doing is just farming, crafting over and over and over and over and over, trying to get that Headhunter. It was basically the strategy back then. So even though it sounds crazy, this was the way people got Headhunters. So Perandus was the 8th league. Its uniques included 7 league steps, Xerxes' Last Breath, Imbetus Mortis, Tripanon, Veranastra. This league was based on the Perandus family, which controlled much of the Eternal Empire's wealth. Although the Empire was destroyed in the Cataclysm, Cardio Perandus had managed to hide his treasures in secret caches around Ray class. These caches appeared randomly in zones, but in order for players to open them, first players had to defeat all of the guards. Players could also encounter Cardio himself, who would offer an item to exchange for, and that's where Perandus coins came in. So for Perandus, there is a wiki link in that basically it'd have a yellow glow just like this, and there would be like a little cache around it. And it would also have a glow and a bunch of monsters around it. You'd kill them, open the cache, or drop a bunch of Perandus coins, maybe some other items. Then you would run into Cardio and hopefully be able to barter for something that you wanted. Reception and implementation. Perandus was actually very well received and implemented. It was removed in 3.16, which is Scourge League, to help with combating bloat or overlapping mechanics. Like I said, these are going to get a little shorter, but I will see you tomorrow for the 9th league. Have a great one, guys.